pretty sure we punted. I'm not sure.
For Skellige's glory!
I guess we just lead on the bear. Try to Snowdrop to find Radeyah. I'm on blue coin again. I probably can't just take the still long round, right? What games am I trying? I'm just playing Storybook Brawl for now. Nice. No, they didn't refund the dust in MMR. I still unlocked the hero with the dust, right? The big downside was I wasn't able to unlock Mask in Lobby 3, which I would have done. Yeah, I got 4K for participating. Crazy to think AA's effect should be a neutral card. Kind of. There are different ways to make bronzes good, and I think it's fine that different factions have different ways of doing it. That type of effect could have been a neutral, but they decided to give it to NR instead. I think you certainly wouldn't want an echo like that at neutral. Hexmatic. Yeah, kinda.
My whole life through. Yeah, here I am digging ditches.
There's still no AA in the grave. 2 patience units growing this adept.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
I'm pretty sure if you go into any stream of any game and you ask a streamer in the directory if they'd recommend the game that they're playing to someone who hasn't tried it before, the answer is always going to be yes. I don't know how helpful it is to ask that question. There should be a rebalance of gold and bronzes. I mean, that's happening slowly over time. No tortoise. What advice would I give a new player? I don't know. I have no idea. Just play Gurney. Until you find something you enjoy.
I wrote the book on that spell.
Still no amphibious assault.
Oh, that.
Click to the Istrid though.
It's not for me.
How big is this? 3.
Double the coin. Consider it.
I didn't get my MMR back. I didn't. I am very sleepy. Sleepy is the wrong word. I'm just exhausted. Like, I couldn't go to sleep now if I tried, but... I won round 1 somehow. Ring day 2 of qualies next week. Oh. They don't announce those things until like the Friday before.
Beautiful is a fear, but of dangers full.
I mean, I would say at the very beginning, craft 2 Andregalarvas, and then go from there. Just, like, see what you enjoy from there, but... Like, Andregalarva is such a low-cost option to get a reasonable deck together early on. In your first minute of play, you could probably have 2 Andregalarvas. Move forward to the starter deck and path to good deck thing? Probably. Who knows when? Oh. They're not exactly the best at finishing their plans.
The life of the source isn't a bed of roses, I tell you.
My beauteous Kalanth.
Might even be amusing.
You'll get the resources to make another deck if you don't like the first. It can take a while to get your second deck. Your first deck's pretty quick. Like, you'll probably have your first tier 1 deck if you know what you're doing within the first couple of hours. I shouldn't say couple hours. First, like, 6 or 7 hours. But the second deck is quite a bit slower.
It's war. Severed limbs, blood, and guts.
So, will we warm up with a fire spell?
Maybe he's got nothing left. My general sleep schedule is fine. I just had an event. Well, tournament went okay. I think I punted. Not entirely sure. I have to look at the VOD. Neuromancy. Oh. I think it's over.
Hocus pocus. Bang. Kaboom. Shit, how'd that go?
It's probably less important to answer than like another Spellweaver. If that was bait, he got me.
Yes.
Darn. Spicy take. Yeah. The Kappa makes it a bit less spicy. At least I'm guaranteed to draw a Neuromancy in round 4. Now we just need Birna to draw like Shupe Radeyah.
As you command. I shall teach them a lesson they will not forget. I once lopped off 3 heads with one.
Yeah, it depends what you're doing. I don't know if I can just say like for NR it's definitely a waste of provs. Most NR doesn't play it, but there are reasons to maybe want it.
Stand before the Queen of Skellige.
Ah, yes. The Elderbear Dimeridium Bomb.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in spring.
It's honestly just whatever you prefer. They're both really good decks. If you really can't decide, you can always just play both in the same deck.
Time for a practice.
What? So scammed. Okay.
I'll do what I can.
Remember what I taught you.
Your skull will make a fine tankard.
Mob is one of the bad options that you can go for. He's trying to trick you.
May Freya choose the victor.
Uncrate!
I got blue coin again. You can send links.
May your sword and arm be one.
Maybe just like hold the Radeyah for round 2. I'm pretty sure I can win the round pretty easily. Just go like Eist, Coral, Mask, discard Adept. Oh my god.
There is no place more beautiful.
I guess this is fine. Rockfar Hunters have Zeal. His Beast is a weaker tag. And because they're different cards.
Little cockerel perched upon a fence.
Yeah, of course people have tried to make Beasts decks. That's why we know they're bad. Yep. I don't know. This deck really doesn't work when it doesn't go all in round 1. But I also don't think I want to take PStrike to a long round 3.
The mysteries of this world, boundless they are.
Yeah, it kind of depends what you mean by beast deck. If you just mean a deck playing like Axel and Crow Clan
Would you like an arrow to the head
Druids,
instead?
then yeah.
My beauteous Kalanth.
I can do a great deal more for you. Illusions. You've yet to see what they can accomplish. Quickly.
Okay. I'm gonna turn away from the Bear Witcher.
We shall do my
Scorch, maybe.
I need me cooling. Looky here.
Make it for me. I had it made a while ago for your CG, and I just yoinked the art for my profiles. Fun fact, that's also where Trinic Goose comes from.
What are you gonna do? Huh?
Splendid crops this year, and ever they shall be. Leave it to me.
So I don't know.
Time for you to die, dwarf.
It's pretty easy for him to make up. Go Shupe to kill this. Meh. It's not that easy. It's pretty easy. Your biggest pie and that's why, yeah.
The Valley of Flowers. There is no place more beautiful.
Well, that went well.
Splendid crops this year, and ever they shall be. Leave it to me.
So I'm guaranteed a Neuromancy. Hopefully I draw like the Yoda. I already played both the Whispers. Okay. So I Lippy all that away. Then I can leader a Nero my Eist. Discard my Yoda. And then if the Eist doesn't die, Scald to discard Bear Witcher Adept. I think we're gonna win a game.
We do what must be done.
Yoink my Francesca. It is so rare that I see a Francesca resolve.
It's time.
Rare you see a Francesca? Not really. See a good amount of Francescas. It's probably in like a little under half the ST decks I see. Now, like there's not that many ST decks, but it's usually like one a night.
Not one step.
Okay, well I'm not gonna complain about that.
What I'd hoped for.
Even when Francesca resolves, it's really good. Like a 7 for 10 with high upside isn't the worst thing ever. The upside is pretty high. What the fuck did you just link?
Don't you pester me.
I told you.
AJ Adams. We didn't even get to shoot him again. It's the same amount as last time. Should be 26, right? Pretty sure all the mini expansions are the same size.
For Skellige's glory!
Radeyah. That's a Radeyah.
Impressive. Impressive.
I can't tempo pass any of these decks. Wait. Right? I mean, maybe it's... Maybe I can tempo pass Clog? Maybe? I don't know, I'm doing this.
To feel there is nothing.
Never muted anybody? I don't think so.
You will not regret this, sir. Here's our
Oh, it's
chance.
Mill? Oh, well, that's a bit of a tilt. Let's, try to find our Lippy, I guess.
You'll never get my rhymes out of your heads.
Binary matchup in Gwent? I don't think that's true at all.
No one can hide from me.
Mill's got, like, a binary to get to play the game.
Or need I kill you again?
I don't think its good matchups are anywhere near as good as most people seem to think. People are just really bad at playing against Mill. And they don't want to learn because they'd rather just bitch about it. I think I'm supposed to thin and just try to draw my Lippy. It's just like a race to find Lippy.
I suppose. And the end.
Let's not get in the way of the axe.
Your opponent milling your shoe? I mean, milling the Shupe's whatever, honestly. I'm not even sure this deck is supposed to be playing Shupe.
For the great sun!
Lippy. Nope.
So, no one
Lippy.
else dares face
Nope.
me.
Okay.
Demons don't see. We're one and the same.
pass and hope for the best. Yeah, probably. I am drawing the Aniro. There isn't that many cards I'm putting back, though. Yeah.
Without hesitation.
I'm doing this to have hopefully draw the Lippy.
Listen here. Listen well.
Nope.
The mysteries of this world, boundless they are.
Okay. Don't mill my Lippy, please.
Little cuckoo perched upon a fence.
We follow Lethos.
If he draws Traherne, he's probably supposed to play it. Oh, he's not even ahead. Okay.
Long live the
Okay, good.
Time to get our hands dirty.
Time for some marauding.
Hello, just checking what's on the menu today. Have a nice stream.
Hey, Beepo Boosie. Thanks for the 4 months. Just playing some Lippy. Getting 2-card advantage. Yeah, our Lippy is pretty low tempo. Cantarella. Don't think I want cards for mill.
I propose we present them 2 scabbardless swords.
As you command.
Can we go inside now?
Here's our chance.
Where's my Eist? Sure. So I'll just Aniro for the Radeyah now. Oh wait, my Radeyah got Aniro'd. Or got invoed. I kind of forgot about that. I probably should have just Aniro for the Eist. Whoops. My hand's not bad. I think I just go for the Coral. Just let him mill me more. Just gonna let him mill me more. I don't really care.
We follow Letho's lead.
This didn't get answered last time. It was at 4. Nice points.
Time to get our hands dirty.
Snowdrop and Coral work the same way. I don't know what you mean. I think I'm just putting back whatever I draw. Nice deck, sir. Oh, tortoise. He's not there. It can beat Mill. You just get upset if you carry him. Not upset, but he does get a little scared. Yeah, I think right now we're going through a period where people are learning how to play against Mill again. Now that the deck's like vaguely playable, people need to actually kind of know what they're doing. I don't think it's very hard lessons to learn, but people are just really opposed to learning them for whatever reason. No tortoise. More opposed to learning in general. I don't know, maybe. I don't get what the point of playing a card game is if you're opposed to learning. Feels like the whole point.
Why aren't you listening? Listen to me sing, damn it!
Do you beat Mill? Discard your thinning cards. Don't give up round 1 for nothing. Know when you can give up round 1 though. Like at some point they commit too many points and you can actually just sack round 1 and it doesn't matter anymore because they don't have enough time to mill you in round 2 because they spent all their time playing points in round 1. It's not like one simple thing, but it's a lot of little things that just make that deck real bad. Turns out sometimes it is correct to play your hunting pack when your opponent doesn't have a status. Shocking. I don't know what I'm doing. They do. It's crazy. Like, the same thing happened when I watched Saber play Mill a couple seasons ago. Like, there are very good players that just turn off their brains when they queue into Mill. I have no idea why. Maybe it's because they've just never had to deal with it in Homecoming? But the general strategy is the same.
To feel there is nothing.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, but like even with those decks, you usually have some kind of plan that makes the matchup winnable. Maybe the deck has enough points now that it's not necessarily true, but certainly in previous seasons, like even the hyper thin decks didn't really lose to Mill.
Need a hand? Just chop one off.
Not the best Eist.
Not get in the way of my axe.
They can't mill you to 0, there's no reason to push round 2. I mean, it depends. Like, if you're pushing round 2, it's usually because you want to resolve things like Amphibious Assault. And you won't be able to do that in round 3. People definitely try to 2-0 mill more than they should, though. And they should just win round 1, go to a longer round 3. There's, like, no reason to give Mill that extra win condition of, like, basically letting you play a card up. Wait, what? You got ahead of my Eist combo? What? I thought it was unbeatable. Oh no. Oh no. But a free Vilgar Tibor doesn't really matter. Vilg and Tibor are good in that deck because they mill, not because sometimes they're like a 13 and sometimes they're a 5-point Geralt of Rivia. It's not the scary mode on the card. Like, mill is scary when it's getting card advantage in round 3. That's kind of it. If you can stop them from getting card advantage in round 3, pretty much everything beats them.
So be it.
Tempo Pass turned into a lose uneven. Yeah, how did that happen? I thought I was safe. Oh. It's kind of more points than my hand. Didn't notice it moving. I did, but I kind of forgot about it too. I don't think it changes how I play. Like, I'm pretty happy that it comes out in round 1. Yeah, drill is a card. I don't know why we're complaining about it.
Put those arrows up your ass!
I feel like it happens more in Gwent than other card games, where just like people complain that everything that's good is too good. Like, I've played a lot of Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! And other card games, and I don't remember that thought mentality being so prevalent. Maybe I'm just misremembering that. I think I'm just used to playing physical card games. I mean, in physical card games... I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Banned stuff. Last year Magic got the most bans in a 12-month period ever. Yeah. Wizards kind of fucked up, though. I don't know what was going on over in play design last year. Last 2 years, right? Started with what, Eldraine? Then they released Companions. The Walking Dead expansion? They're Walking Dead promos. There's a Dungeons and Dragons expansion.
Get out, you bald-faced baby.
Like, at least in Magic 2, there's a little bit more context around things being strong. Like, when you see cards that are really strong in Standard is one thing, but it's when your Standard legal card is also dominating in Eternal formats. Like, it's the best card in Legacy, it's one of the best cards in Modern.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
The best card in Vintage in the case of Luris. Hey, Rocket Grab. Thanks for the Prime. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Gotta love Uro. I wasn't even thinking about Uro. I was thinking of Oko and Luris. But I guess Uro also sort of fits. Yeah, Companions were Ikoria, I think.
You shall die, worm.
Luris is 2 levels below. Luris is the only card to ever get banned from Vintage. I feel pretty comfortable saying that pre-nerf companions were the strongest mechanic that's ever been introduced in Magic. I don't know how they got through play design. They nerfed the companion mechanic. You didn't used to have to pay 2 mana to put it in your hand, or 3 mana to put it in your hand, or whatever. You could just cast it from your sideboard. Yeah, they nerfed it by 3 mana. And it's still arguably the best card in Modern. Yoink. Yeah, like, if you weren't built around the companion mechanic, you just weren't a real deck. Because companions just started with an extra card in hand for no reason. Lurrus being, like, the obvious strongest one. Imagine having Lurrus on tap for 3 mana at all times in Vintage. A format with Black Lotus that you can recast. I get that they don't balance for Vintage. But my god. To have to ban a card from Vintage is just such absurdity.
Deal more for you.
Majority of Vintage. Yeah, I mean, Legacy was sort of the same way. Modern had a lot of decks that it naturally slotted into, with minimal, if any, concessions. It's just Eternal formats in a nutshell. Vintage was, I mean, Vintage has like so many zero-cost things that, yeah. Like, Lurrus didn't slot into Dredge or Shops, right? But pretty much every fair deck could easily play it by just cutting Jace. Nope. Lurrus is any permanent. Any castable permanent. That's why it's so good with Mishra's Bauble. Oh, it's permanent, yeah. Permanent spell. Maybe it excludes enchantments. I don't actually know. I'll check. I know at the very least it casts creatures and enchantments. Or creatures and artifacts. Yeah, permanent spell with mana value 2 or less. Ragavan's gonna get banned? Is it? Isn't Dragon Rage Channeler way more likely to get banned? And even then, I don't think that's getting banned. I feel like Modern Horizons has generally been fine, though. Like, Ragavan's not even in all of the blue-red decks. 3 of here. 0 of here. Like, DRC is the auto 4 of. That's the nutty one. Alright, these call-outs played automatically. Good question.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
I feel like if anything gets banned, it'll finally be like Amulet of Vigor's time to go. And I don't think Amulet Titan's putting up good enough results to justify that. I don't know why they would ban Ragavan. I don't know. There's so much counterplay to it. Just like put a creature to block it. I know that like sounds silly, but it doesn't get out of control in quite the same way that a Dragon Rage Channeler does. Unless you just think like Dragon Rage Channeler is a more fun card to play with, and I guess that's maybe fair. Whereas usually trades with removal. Yeah, after casting a card from your graveyard. The normal pattern is you cast your Lurrus, hold priority, play Mishra's Bauble. I think Eist had 3 charges. Yeah, blue-red's really good. I just don't think Ragavan's the card you would ban out of that. If you thought you needed to ban something out of it. Yeah, I've heard the Pure Steel deck is doing really well. I'm not really seeing crazy results for it though. I don't think I want to draw from this.
Time for some marauding.
Yeah, the Bloodthirst went up. Oh, it's good in Magic. You looked at a bunch of deck lists and now you're like, yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. We're also not talking about an arena format. Modern is a very different beast from Standard. Modern and Legacy were the main formats that I played when I played Magic. Mostly Modern. There weren't a whole lot of Legacy tournaments.
Wanna know why I got my scar? Skelliger and Center shall stand ever together.
Exactly what I'd hoped for.
Okay, I don't want to discard that one, but I will play that one. I'm money on your Merfolk deck. Oh yeah, Tide Shaper's pretty sweet too. That's a card. Shupe. Yeah, Yoinked is you're gonna round one with Shupe. Why am I not playing this card? Feels so wrong to not be playing this card.
A fitting gift for our king.
So be it.
Don't get in the way of the
You just assume that his rows are gonna clog. Oh, they're not, because he's a Glusty deck, right? Try to play it twice. You're never really gonna play Sunset Wanderers twice. If you do, the second time is gonna be pretty bad. It'll come out for like 1 or 2. Yeah, you can mill a lot of cards. You can certainly mill a lot of cards. That's an Agony. Okay, chat, you want to see something super cheeky? Fuck! I was trying to be super cheeky. Oh. I was gonna win the game. I wanted to spawn a random unit to both rows, so he couldn't play Glusty Warp. I guess he doesn't have it. You'd gun it if you had it, right? Oh, he has the other conch in his hand? Okay. I transformed Gloss. True. True. Maybe I transformed his bricked conqueror. I'm dead? Me?
I like you whether you like us or not.
Oh, this is one worse than... It's like getting Raging Bear. Whoops. I gave him a heat wave? Okay, well this is the Bricked Conqueror. Oh, but it doesn't matter! Because he has leader charges. Oh. I hope I transformed his Bricked Conqueror. I did. Like Snowdrop and Birna. Oh, maybe? How many points was the lacerate? I don't know how many ones I killed. It was 2, right? So then... It was 12? No, it's still a 12-point lacerate, only a 10-point Birna, right? Well, I didn't want to kill things with Coral. I should have gotten Raging Bear. That's one more point. I said that immediately. Go, go, Elder Bear. Yeah, Brawler Scorpina. Card's pretty cool. So what does this hand do? Guess we scald and see what we get.
Hey, listen here.
That's not a
Listen
combo
well.
piece.
Music marries cultures.
I had
Connects
Echo
folk
Wanderers,
to
what would I
one
swap it with? Probably Shupe. There's not a whole lot of things that you can cut. Birna Snowdrops may be cuttable, but the deck's already like a consistency nightmare. What's this mill?
Promise you a quick death. I never miss.
Purify, so you can purify the Shupe. That's pretty fringe. It doesn't come up very much. A lot of the time you're playing a Shupe that you don't want later too. just like trying to high roll a mage. Bleh. 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 Okay, it doesn't look like Mill anymore. Pretty sure he's not Mill. Can range the Radeyah. Could melee the Radeyah just to dig. Discard the squirrel. It's only like one less point.
The mysteries of this world, boundless they are.
Thanks, Radeyah. Can always count on you. Let's overcommit. Played a heat wave. He's playing heat wave. Does that mean he also has invo? I'm just gonna resilience. Wiggle forts.
Need a hand? Let's chop one off.
Okay, well, that could have been worse. Yengo, Vigil Forts, Ivar. Okay. I guess that's helpful to know. I have a plan, right? So his Wanderers is here. That card came out of his hand from the side. So his Wanderers is still here. Don't just waste him. This started out as a just bleed Sunset Wanderers round, but it's evolved into so much more. Oh, I have no idea where the Snowdrop is, or where the the Sunset Wanderers is. I think it's here. Or it's here. Or he just put it back in his deck.
This is peace you desire. Prepare for war.
Yeah, I have no idea what just went back with more ground. Okay, well, we'll find out next turn.
Why aren't you listening? Listen to me sing, damn it!
You go to here or to here? Wait, I wasn't paying attention.
I divined this move from a sparrow's innards. I can do a great deal more for you.
I will lop off 3 heads with one blow.
Okay, it's coming out next turn. You can't throw it, right? This is a very large Sunset Wanderers. Low roll?
See what the future holds.
Okay, he couldn't low roll enough. Actually not possible. Time, yeah, had a late start today. Slept in a bit because of the Storybook Brawl tournament. Nope, no more. No room. No Roach either. I would argue Roach is more important than Mork.
Truly electrifying.
You just asked him if hand is good for us. Good cards. Kinda.
I bring death, quite literally.
That might even be amusing.
Target acquired.
So he's got a yen.
There'll be
Something
nothing to pick
else.
up when I'm
He hits
done
the
with
golem.
you.
That's not good.
Your skull will make a fight.
This is his last card, bigger than Shupe. Do I have to go for the Shupe high roll?
I sense strong magic.
No.
Exactly what I hoped for.
Take the 100% instead of the 90%.